Hi, it's Dolls, Toys, and Games Gal. Many of you asked me to remake Applewhite's bed and make it grander and more luxurious and more fitting for the future queen of Ever After. And after a while, I just took a look at this old bed, the first bed I ever made for Applewhite, and I ended up agreeing with you guys that, you know what, compared to some of the later beds I've been creating, this one does seem to be a little bit plainer and in need of an uplift. So let me show you what I did and then do some shout outs. First, to create her a high bed, I hot glued 2 smooth foam blocks together. Then I added this white glittery felt on top of both to serve as her bed sheet. Then I added this very red, apple red trim actually, around the sides of the bed. Then I added this thick gold trim around the middle to give a little separation between the white and the red. Looks like a Christmas ornament right now. For her blanket, I found this really expensive looking trim. It actually was expensive. It was $39.99, but it was on sale for $13.60, and I had a 40% off coupon to Hobby Lobby, so it turned out to be pretty great. Making her a blanket, I added the red trim and also this gold wavy trim to the sides and again on the bottom, and I wanted it to look like layers were falling off of the blanket, so when you put it over the bed you can see that it hits very nicely where the gold ribbon is, and I think it'll look nice when it's done. Just adding a bit more gold detail to the center part of her comforter. Now I'm adding this gold tassel trim also to the center part of her comforter, again just giving a bit more added detail. The tops and bottoms still don't look too finished, so I'm going to add this white trim with tinsel embedded in it to the top and the bottom edges to round it out. And then finally I'm going to add these red bows to the top and bottom. So now we are done with Applewhite's new comforter. I think it looks very apple. What do you guys think? Alright, so then for her pillow, I took another rectangle of the white felt, and I took these pieces of gold ribbon that frayed, and I thought, oh, I'll use these for her pillow. And I just hot glued them on diagonally, making diamonds, and cut the excess off the edges, added the white trim again, and then added more of the red bows. So that's going to be the top of her pillow. And of course the back of it, I'm going to add this red felt so that it's like two-toned. And I hot glued 3 sides, and I'll put cotton balls through the 4th side and then hot glue that 4th edge, and here we have her finished pillow. Next, for her headboard and footboard, I started with a wood-shaped apple, painted it red and gold, added some of this sparkling bling as well as this red jewels bling. I actually used this in Mira Shard's bed, don't know if you remember, and outlined the apple shape with both of those. So more wood shapes. This one is a bow. I painted it red, then I outlined the edges with more of the sparkling bling. Then I had a laser cut crown, which I painted gold and decorated with more red jewels and sparkling bling. Finally added some bows to it to finish it off. And I'm hot gluing that to the middle of the bow. More wood shapes. This one kind of looked like a bed headboard to me. And these are smaller bows. And I painted the headboard in gold. And I'm thinking I'm going to hot glue the red bow to the middle there where that opening is. And then I'm going to add this gem. And I'm also going to add some sparkling bling around the gem and hot glue on the apple shape. And there we have pretty much a really nice headboard. Then I painted 6 dowel rods white, hot glued 2 of them to the head of the bed where I'll be hot gluing the headboard in between them, like so. Then I took 2 more of the dowel rods, hot glued them to the foot of the bed. Then I'll be hot gluing on top of those the bow and crown footboard. For curtains, there were lots of requests for curtains. I took some panels of crushed red velvet fabric, hot glued them around the remaining 2 dowel rods, and hot glued those over the poles. Took a 4-inch popsicle stick, painted it white, hot glued that over the foot of the bed, added some gold tassel trim, added actual gold tassels, and used those to hold the curtains in place around each pole. Finally, at Hobby Lobby, I found these 3 fairy tale books, and I'm going to use the Snow White one to cover up that empty spot. And we are now done with Applewhite's brand new bed. What do you guys think? I think it turned out really grand and luxurious and fit for the future queen of Ever After while she's at Ever After High. Here she is with her new bed. Actually, the more luxuriously Apple is dressed, the better she goes. I think her Legacy Day doll goes really well, as does her Royally Ever After doll. Well, it's time to do some shout-outs. Here's a shout-out to Zen Zenzel and Hannah Nalty. Thank you both so much for watching, and thank the rest of you for supporting me, and I hope you enjoyed this.